Hey everybody, this is Sarah. Welcome back to BangerTV's weekly heavy metal review show. That show, of course, is Overkill Reviews. And this week I am reviewing a crossover thrash punk band that harnesses the energy of late 80s era thrash and has big sword energy and will probably remind a lot of you of Power Trip. That's right, it is the new album by High Command. It's called Eclipse of the Dual Moons and it is out November 25th via Southern Lord. High Command formed in 2016 and hails from the United States. In the updated metal genres chart for 2022 that is very official and real, they are the singer brought a sword or equivalent prop on stage metal band. Their debut album, Beyond the Wall of Desolation, came out in 2020, and it was noted for the merging of the aesthetics of epic heavy metal with the sound of crossover thrash. Does album 2 continue that unusual pairing? Let's find out. All right, so this album just kicks right out the gate, sonically ripping and aggressive, which is a really great way to start a record. It's heavy and it's fast, and this song, it immediately sets the tone for what's to come. As you can hear, High Command are a crossover thrash band, and they call to mind, for me personally, bands like Power Trip, Iron Age, Warbringer, Enforced, Slayer, DRI, Cro-Mags. The production is also nice, crusty, retro, and there's this undeniable groove just permeating everything. So, as I pointed out in the intro, High Command are known for merging the aesthetics of epic metal with the sound of crossover thrash. And I like that because it's not what you would expect. The cover art in particular for both albums, and also the track listing, they read like something that you would see in the epic doom, epic power metal, you know, that entire world. So it's a really nice surprise that when you press play, you're instead kicked in the teeth with crossover thrash. And of course, thrash or crossover purists, they might prefer the flip hat party pizza demolition man nuclear bomb threat cocaine party themes that generally dominate that genre, but I'm personally a big fan of a band that goes off in a different direction and merges things that generally don't get merged previously and does it in a way that's really compelling. And that brings me to point 3. So, in addition to crossover thrash that ranges in speed and intensity, on Eclipse of the Dual Moons, we are constantly treated to these segues and deviations that give the album a narrative, thematic, and sonic unity. Here's what I mean. Here's a section of the intro to the track Fortified by Bloodshed. Later on track 4, which is called Omniscient Flail of Infamy, say that 10 times fast, we're treated to a spoken word section alongside militaristic drumming. Let's listen to that.
Die, Captor. Within these flames, I can see your burden. I have fought alongside your family in the dark siege of Widowstar. Descend from the mountain and follow the raging waters. Within 5 days' ride, you will emerge in the black swamp. Listen for the echo of the anvil. Look with the eyes of the glowing silver-horned owl. A gift awaits you. For many years I have kept it, but time can wait no longer.
So directly after the spoken word section, the song explodes into a high-energy onslaught. But to the point, these types of segues give the album a conceptual consistency and help inject diversity into a sound and, hell, an entire genre, if I'm being honest, that I'm personally very easily bored by. So, nice work, High Command. You did it.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Okay, So that brings me to my fourth and final point, which is that this album closes with an epic, adventurous closer that's over 11 minutes long, and it goes off on a lot of tangents. Here, at about 5 minutes, we've got this really simple riffing that then builds into something heavier and then transforms into rip-roaring a la. Around 9 minutes, the album begins its descent to the final destination, complete with a somber, ominous exit that's perfectly fitting and winds down for several minutes straight like this. So, I had only good points, and it's because this album is already causing a stir. It's well made, it's consistent, and it's fun. So for all these reasons, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 here on Overkill Reviews. And only time will tell if it receives repeated listens and is worthy of a 5. So, what did you think about this record? Leave us a comment. Now it's time for the shoutouts. Shoutouts. First up, do you like adventure rock that is about Lord of the Rings?
Yes!
Check out Riders of Rohan, who released their killer self-titled album earlier this year. Next up, check out the new EP by Septure. They are a Finnish doom band with a wailing USBM-inspired vocalist. This is some weirdo stuff that really works. Third, and finally, if you want something in the same realm as High Command, do not miss out on Lividus, an amazing blackened, thrashy, proggy band I recently discovered on Bandcamp that is not unlike Hammers of Misfortune. That's it. That's all. The next time you see a review, I'm going to be in a different space because I'm moving. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hey, hyvä päivän jatkoa.